On April 6th, the School District of Clayton is asking voters to approve Proposition W, a $39.4 million bond issue. The bonds would be used to replace Wydown Middle School on its current site without increasing the tax rate. Once built, the new school will fit Wydown's existing rich curriculum, contain classrooms and learning spaces sized to meet state standards, support state-of-the-art technology, incorporate principles of green design, support Wydown's strength in fine arts, and provide flexible spaces to meet future curricular needs. The district has been studying Wydown's facility issues for the past decade, but it was the work of a 16-member community group, Wydown Tomorrow, that really brought everything together. They worked to identify solutions for addressing the challenges at the middle school, and they played an important role in forming the April 6th proposal.
We put together a team of community members representing each ward, each school district, different ages, people who've been through Wydown, people who have not yet been through Wydown, and we asked them to think, and people who come from different backgrounds, architectural, engineering backgrounds, lawyers, business people, really a diverse set of minds, and ask them to come up with their best thoughts and then pursue it to its logical end and give us some options.
Drawing from their wide range of experiences and different backgrounds, the committee worked along with an architect and construction manager in an exhaustive search to find the best solution.
Everyone was coming from different points of view.
Definitely.
We were not all on the same page, and just the committee itself, the process that we went through discussing things and looking at things from different points of view made a big difference in how, as a collective, we came to our options in the end.
It's true.
While there were a countless number of ideas generated throughout the process, they all revolved around a central common thread, generating options that would address a number of lingering issues with the current building.
The school building can either help teachers get their job done or hinder them, and it can either help students to get through the day with as much learning as possible, or it can be an impediment. And there are things about the school right now that are getting in the way of people doing what they really are here to do.
People look on this school district as a world-class school district, and I know that from the people who have toured the buildings, when I provided the tours, there was astonishment as to how we have made space work on behalf of the children.
Dedicated to hearing as many opinions as possible, Wydown Tomorrow actively sought to engage the community.
People had a chance to be heard, and not just to speak out, but to actually have dialogue back and forth. They were able to use different ways, filling out surveys, going online, giving their opinions, being able to actually make an impact on the decision-making process.
I think the process really engaged the community to get their opinions and get their feedback. All were welcome. I was at a session where there were people that were not happy with the plan, so I feel that they were heard too, because I stood right next to them and heard their viewpoints.
As public engagement continued, the committee identified challenges associated with renovating the current building and evaluated renovation, addition, and new construction options against a broad set of criteria as they developed possible solutions.
Our committee was very determined to look at not a brand new school, but at a renovation or addition, if that was possible and if that made sense.
To utilize the existing structure in place, again, it's a load-bearing masonry wall facility, meaning that when it was constructed, all the interior corridor walls are masonry. So they support the roof structure and the floor structures above. So to move one of those walls in order to enlarge a classroom to meet current MSTEP requirements or make those classrooms more conducive to modern teaching methods, it's a major expense. I mean, it is very disruptive. You can't do it while there's people or staff or students involved.
At some point you have to sort of unbundle and look at the opportunity that's before you and say, are we just doing the same thing again, or are we actually making a decision that's great for the next 50 years versus the next 10 perhaps?
One of the parameters the board set for Wydown Tomorrow was that any proposed option would have to cost less than $40 million, the amount of a bond issue the district could fund without increasing taxes.
The financial benefit of the proposed no tax rate increase bond issue is that will allow the school district to build a brand new middle school without raising taxes. The current debt service tax rate is projected to begin declining in the next 8 to 10 years. This proposal would essentially extend that rate an additional 8 to 10 years and provide a state-of-the-art middle school for the students in this community without raising taxes.
Historically, the Clayton community has taken a very active interest in its public schools.
Certainly one of the gems of this community is the school district. I would argue maybe the most valuable, and ultimately we saw that come out in many meetings. And so people are passionate about education in Clayton, and that's one of the reasons why I think we came to a great decision, because of the hundreds of people that were engaged.
The School District of Clayton continues to embrace the priorities and expectations of the Clayton community, which is why the Board of Education voted unanimously to place Prop W on the April 2010 ballot. It's just another step in the district's commitment to keep students at the center of every decision.
A new Y-down fits perfectly within our Kid Check statement. It says here, we are responsible for student learning by knowing students well, valuing every child, and placing students at the center of every decision. And certainly a new school for our current middle school kids and those for the next 50 years is a student-centered decision. It fits perfectly within the philosophy that's guided this district.
Tough questions don't always have easy answers. That's why the district is very grateful to everyone who participated in not only the recent 6-month Why Down Tomorrow process, but also the past decade of dialogue to find a solution for Why Down Middle School. It was a process that provided the Board of Education with all the information they needed to make a decision for the future of Clayton's Middle School.
And here was a decision where it was so clear, it was so evident what we should do. And you know, once again, I'm thrilled that we put this group of people together and they were able to come up with such a fabulous decision-making process so that it was easy for us.
Please visit our website and make every effort to educate yourself on this important issue. More importantly, please vote on April 6th, because every vote is important to the schools in your community.